Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is MSA if you're new. So today I am going to be talking about this new product called Heroline. It's a liquid eyeliner pen created by the famous makeup artist called Hindash. But before we get into this tutorial, don't forget to do the usual. Subscribe if you want to see more makeup reviews, more tutorials and creative inspiration. Oh, and don't forget to drop me a comment down below as well. So I will talk first about the product and then I will then show you how I created this graphic eyeliner look. So first of all, I'm going to go onto the website. Hang on a second, let me just pull it up on my phone. Okay, so these are the claims of this eyeliner. It's ultra black. It is made for extreme wear and precision. It has a vegan ink formula, an elegant brush tip, and it also is meant to give you 24-hour wear, high intensity, full coverage pigment, smooth, consistent ink flow, and a formula that's waterproof, smudge proof, transfer proof, and heat and humidity resistant. That's quite a lot of claims. So I'll do my best to go through these claims. Obviously I haven't tested this out for 24 hours, so I can't really test to see whether it will last you 24 hours, but something tells me that it will. I've worn this probably for a maximum of 6 hours and it did not budge, it did not transfer, and it was waterproof, so it didn't react with my tears at all. So that's a pretty good start. So first of all, is it truly black? And this is an important question to answer because a lot of eyeliner products that are marketed as black are not truly black. And the true test as to whether something is truly black is how well it performs on dark skin. Because with light to medium skin, you can wear a product that's not truly black, and just because of the contrast with lighter skin, it will appear black, but if you put it on dark skin, it will look grayish. So for me, that is the test, and you can see this is actually truly black. I'm actually also wearing black today, and you can see it does not look gray at all. So 10 out of 10 for that, Hindash. Secondly, is it a full coverage pigment? I think it requires a little bit of layering, to be honest with you. It does go on quite pigmented, but to truly get this black, I did go over it maybe a couple of times, but I'm not mad at that, because sometimes if you really want to create a lot of intricate designs, sometimes you don't always want the liner to go on super pigmented. You want to build that to get the control of some of the finer lines, especially if you look at Hindash's Instagram page, you'll see some of the amazing looks that he created. And I think, yes, it is full coverage, but it is buildable as well. Okay, so let's talk about the price. So I ordered this from Hindash's website, and by the time I paid for it and also paid for shipping via DHL, it came to £28.77. This was converted from US dollars. So yeah, roughly about £28.77 is how much I paid for it. But I believe it will be coming to Cult Beauty here in the UK. I went onto the website and it's been priced at £19.50. So obviously that would be a lot cheaper because you're not paying for postage. So do I think it's worth that price? I would say yes, just looking at the price range of Hindash's previous product, Beautopsy. I would say this is probably towards the higher end of eyeliner pens. You can buy, a drugstore eyeliner pen for £10 or less. So for Hindash coming in at a UK price of £19.50 isn't bad, and I think that you would get a lot of use out of it. Next thing I want to talk about is the packaging. It is very, very sleek, as you can see. It's silver. I think on the website I saw something that is some aluminium coated. Hang on. Let's go back to, yeah, here it is. There's this little piece of paper that came with this product, and it does say here, the body is encased in a luxurious aluminium columned shell designed to give you the ultimate grip. And it's true, because it's sort of a ridge design, I hope you can see that there, it does make it quite easy to grip, and it didn't slip once while I used it. So I think let's go on to the tutorial. I'll be talking through the application a bit more as I created this eye look, and then I'll come back at the end to give you my final thoughts. So my face makeup is all done. I feel very bare because I don't have any eyeliner or lashes. So let's go in with Heroline. the instructions on the website say that you need to shake it first, and that activates the ink, I believe. So what I'm going to do is to create a cat eyeliner first. I'm probably not going to talk a lot as I do this because my hands will wobble. I like to create the wingtip first, and then I'll fill it in from the inner corner of my eye to the outer corner. And if you struggle with getting your lines straight, just rest your elbow on a table, because I've got, you probably hear it, that's my table in front of me, and that really helps. So once I've got my basic outline, I then start filling it in. And you might find it easier to look down as you do this into a mirror. And I find the pencil glides very, very easily onto my skin. There's no tugging whatsoever, which is nice to see. And it really does feel like writing with a really easy ink pen, or drawing with an ink pen. I have actually done a video on how to create a winged liner if you struggle with this technique. It's all about a little bit of know-how and a lot of practice and patience. Okay, I'm happy with the wings so far. I'm then going to accentuate the inner corners of my eyes. And the fine tip of this is making it so easy to do this. When you accentuate that inner corner, it just elongates your eyes. I have very rounded eyes, so I do like doing it to make it look a bit more almond shaped. Now you can just leave the eyeliner look like this, very classic, but I want a bit of extraness. So I'm just gonna go in with some black eyeshadow. Any black eyeshadow from any palette will do. I'm using an angled liner. If you can see this tip, this is a very nice sharp tip. And I'm just dipping into that black eyeshadow, and I'm just using that to trace where I want the eyeliner to go, and it just stops me from making mistakes. But if you have a very steady hand, skip the step, just go straight in. So I'm just looking down. I have a natural crease here, so I'm just gonna follow that and draw a line. And that's it, just a little line. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side again. Just trying to make sure that that's equal. Yeah, and because it's eyeshadow, there's very little commitment. If I completely screw it up, I can just clean it off and just start again. I'm also going to do a few little dots just underneath the eyeliner itself. So I'm just going to mark out where I want the dots to go. Going back in with Heroline now, and literally I'm just going to follow along the line I just created. So I've done the dots, and the one thing I notice is that it's a lot easier to use this pen when you're creating sort of a fluid horizontal line, but drawing a circle is a bit more challenging. There's a lot more tug on the skin, but again, that just might be the way the pen is created to flow over skin, and drawing circles does tend to involve a lot more friction on the skin. So I'm just going to try and darken up these areas a little bit more. So I'm happy with how my graphic liner is looking. I'm going to go off camera, put my lashes on, and I will be back. I'm also going to put some mascara on as well. So the lashes are on, look is complete, and yeah, pretty easy to create. As I said before, I think that Heroline worked really well with the more horizontal lines. These were an absolute breeze. I did struggle a bit creating the circles here, and that's just because obviously it tugs a little bit more as you create circles. Also, I did notice that the longer the pen was open like this, it did dry out a little bit after a while, and that's not surprising. I've had that happen as well with other felt tip applicators. So to remedy that, I just put it back into the cap, shook it, just gave it about 30 seconds, brought it back out and it was as good as new. So just keep that in mind. If you're spending a long time, you know, going over lines, it may just dry a little bit, and it doesn't mean that the product is rubbish. It just means you have to just put it back and take it out again. Something I didn't do before was to prove to you whether this transfers or not. So I have put some of this on the back of my hands. I'm just going to get a piece of kitchen towel. I'm just going to go over it a bit. I am putting a good amount of pressure on there and taking it off, and see, look at that, didn't come off at all. So that's proof there that it's pretty transfer proof. It hasn't smudged either. So yeah, I'm impressed with that. So my final thoughts on Heroline. I think it's a great product. Well done, Hindash. I do think this is very much in keeping with Hindash's style as a makeup artist. As I mentioned before, he came from an art background. He was doing a lot of ink drawing, so I think he's used his experience of creating that sort of art and just transfer that into makeup, which I think is wonderful. It performed pretty well. I think the only struggle I had was with circular lines with a little bit of tugging, but apart from that, yes, it is truly black. Yes, it does last, and I want to test it out for a longer period of time just to see whether or not it really does perform. I don't know if I'm going to wear it for 24 hours. I like to take off my makeup when I sleep, but that would be good to test that out. It looks good, peoples, and I would like the fine tip. It made it quite easy to create this graphic eyeliner look. So yeah, those are my thoughts on it. I do think it's worth it, and if you do buy it and try it, let me know how you got on with it. Well done, Hindash. I look forward to your next launch. Right, that's it, peoples. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.